I love GaRpY, but again, I'm a big fan of clawz. I keep saying it over and over again. I'm gonna ride him. Ride clawz all the way to the finals, man. He's going until he meets Dehang, and then I think that's a wrap for him.
If only, but I don't know. It always still just bothers me how uncomfortably close he sits next to a monitor. Have you even tried to get that close?
Not for longer than 5 seconds.
Did you look at him last year and you go, ah, that's his winning strategy. That's the ticket.
I mean, everyone's analyzing all
points.
points.
My face up in there.
Well, guys, we are going to be moving into the semi-finals now, the QuakeCon 2018 Duel Showdown. We've got Maestro's GaRpY going versus QuakeCon champion clawz from 2017. And it's Galena to start with, actually, for GaRpY. He's going versus the BJ of clawz. Very quiet in the first 20 seconds, but it's only a matter of time, surely.
Yeah, and he's already secured a rocket launcher, which is a big help here in the fight for LG, and a great initial one on the window, moving right back into the RL position. clawz is going to be there with all the weapons he needs, except maybe a Tribolt. It's pretty handy here in GaRpY now. But moving back into the rocket launcher position, we've got that next armor coming back up, and clawz has got to be careful not to catch GaRpY in the back as they circle around each other. They're not quite getting the sightlines that they need as they're trying to anticipate and set up for that first shot.
GaRpY's really looking to get some sort of long-range damage before clawz wants to commit to a dual-wield LG fight. GaRpY really can't stick around. If he can get some early damage, he's looking good, but this is a fight that he just doesn't want. clawz is going to eliminate him very quickly in that.
It's going to be clawz. I mean, just having a really clean stack after that fight, and here in GaRpY, that is everything. No real chance of a quick rebound from GaRpY. The machine gun damage is going to be pretty good, all things considered, but clawz is just on a rampage.
And now he's just got GaRpY's BJ to deal with. He doesn't have the lightning gun. Again, has to play a sort of careful game. He's moving in a shotgun, though, doing a lot of damage, but clawz with the lightning gun. It's a fast first round for him. It took a bit of time to get that first kill, but as soon as it did, I mean, the floodgates were opened.
I'm getting some PTSD flashbacks here, man. I mean, GaRpY plus this LG, I mean, did he use anything else there, really? He had a machine gun for a little bit, and that was about it.
Well, the thing about this map, I think, for GaRpY is his rockets have been looking amazing. If he can get his rockets on, then he can definitely have a chance in this game, but it's really pending that. He's going for the BJ right off the beginning. He surely should be back off as he's got no armor to his name, and the heavy is just getting taken now. He might even want to challenge if he can get up close with a shotgun, with all the lightning gun.
And obviously, he wanted to keep that LG away from clawz a little bit longer. He was playing very defensively on the statue, but eventually had to bail, giving clawz that opportunity to do crazy damage here on the Mega. Looking for the pickup, and he's going to be looking for the frag first.
And clawz didn't even use the dual wield. He's still got it. Nothing was a concern. He knows that the heavy's going to be up in a moment. I wonder if he's going to pressure a little close range. It seems to not be the case.
Yeah, with this Mega still 15 seconds away, it's all about denying GaRpY that rocket launcher side of the map. clawz still checking the red room, but GaRpY's actually pushing in here towards the Mega. It's coming up, but I'm not really sure he's prepared for it. He's got the pickup for the rocket launcher at least. There's the pop, there's the orb, but it's going to go a little bit wide as clawz is going to be able to take over this Mega, stacking back up completely. GaRpY is leaving that fight bleeding.
Yeah, he's getting some 25 health bubbles as soon as he can. The heavy armor is going to spawn in a second, and clawz, again, maybe missing out on an opportunity to pressure that item. He's still going to have a healthy stack, but he's going to run in close range. The duel with LG. GaRpY tries to get the orb, but it's a no-go, and he's relegated to his final champion of the round, the Galena.
The orb was great.
Shotgun.
Oh, it's going to be down to 5 HP for clawz. Taking away a couple 25s, and this red room could actually be pretty safe for him. He's 10 seconds early for this armor, however, and that's not really going to be a problem for him, but it does give GaRpY a lot of time to get set back up, or it could be a problem down at 2 HP, and that LG is going to finish him off. Whoops.
And that kind of reminds me of some of the 2v2 errors. It's just the timing is not absolutely on, and that's something that GaRpY will almost never get wrong.
Well, I think he's timing by the amount of damage he's putting out. I mean, this much damage, all right, it must be time for red.
Numbers, right?
Yeah. All right, so clawz is going to be looking at this Mega, throwing down a little bit of Tribolt, while only getting a cursory amount of damage off, going for the orb himself. It's going to not connect, but those rockets are going to connect. clawz is going to be reeling 9 HP himself.
Yeah, that's going to be heavy, taken by GaRpY. He's found a couple of health bubbles. Does he want to push in? It takes a nasty amount of rocket damage, but clawz re-engages. Only 4 health left on him. GaRpY, he's looking over the top. 5 HP left for the... he's going to get the frag. All right. Suddenly, the game has changed. It looked like, towards the beginning of this round, this is going to be an easy match for clawz, but it's just been flipped on his head. GaRpY is going to secure the LG kill. It's gonna tie things up, Jar.
A little bit of a sigh there from GaRpY. I'm not sure what clawz is mouthing.
I thought that was...
I'm not sure we want to know.
Yeah, I thought it was very unusual. I mean, clawz is kind of running into a lot of fights that he shouldn't be in. He's mistiming the heavy armor. GaRpY, I think, is playing pretty solidly, kind of by the book, but they're going into a fight now. The dual wheel's not been used by GaRpY in clawz. You can see both LGs out. He gets first blood, but that's been the case every single round so far. He's always getting the first kill.
This is a map where you can either meet and fight very early on the Mega and rocket launcher or not, and they decided to just go for it. So clawz whipping out the nail gun, making a secure grab of rocket launcher this time. So GaRpY diving down into the red room. clawz has got the read, but there's not a lot he can do without going through a choke point. So he's only going to take away Mega and a nice tasty bit of LG. Oh my god, that rocket. Okay. Yeah, back off GaRpY, but he's going to have a tough time getting back into the middle of the map.
I mean, it's again a matchup that he's not going to enjoy a lot. He might have to end up sacrificing this champion, just trying to do as much damage as he can to clawz, unless he can get that sort of long range going on.
With clawz looking at mid, he's looking for the exit and looking to clamp him off. At some point, though, he's ducking over towards Mega, and that is GaRpY's opportunity to push in, but clawz is looking for exactly that. Doing so much damage with the LG and dual rockets.
Oh, wow.
GaRpY is able to play the corners effectively enough and actually get around clawz, so that clawz has no idea which way he disappeared.
That's really unusual. clawz has moved over to the rocket, so they might be able to fight the challenge for the heavy. There's a big, big rocket from GaRpY. He's one position over on him, but that rocket is going to keep clawz alive a little longer. However, GaRpY's got control. He walks into the nail gun room, and that is going to be frag secured. We've got champion down for each player in round 3.
After damage like that, if you're in the red room, you have to keep your eyes on those 225s, especially the doorway up top. GaRpY coming through there, he was able to take away the health and take away the frag. clawz now down at the bottom, and GaRpY's just looking to rain down the grenades, or I'm sorry, rockets and totems.
Heavy in a moment. He saw clawz running away earlier, so he's going to feel he can get this for free, and it's the truth. Machine gun, liking going for that extra bit of long range damage. Touching the player where the LG can't.
All right, so GaRpY, I like this angle on the teleporter exit, but all eyes are going to be on that Mega. Here's the drop, and GaRpY is getting a little bit of punishment from this LG, but he's not really respecting it much at the moment. Coming back over the top, looking for the play on a rocket launcher. It's a fantastic pair of rockets.
Oh my god.
2 blind shots, so much damage. clawz is going to be looking for some recovery, but he's not going to have an easy time getting back into mid.
He's not bad splash. There is some damage from a distance happening from clawz too. Natural health refilled by GaRpY, but that are the light armors taken by clawz.
A bit of LG tickle from clawz. I like that. GaRpY's going to be respecting that and leaving it out.
GaRpY's in a bit of trouble at the moment, though. He's not been getting any items.
Armor, and he didn't quite have the corner read coming around at blind. That's going to give clawz the frag and give him, this time, a perfectly timed armor.
What are your orbs like, GaRpY? Are you feeling on point? Evoke the power of Dewey in this?
Dewey, who's not in the bracket anymore.
Sorry, Dewey.
Yeah, sorry. clawz coming back into Mega. It's going to be a drop down into the red room, just kind of flushing through the map, looking for the play on GaRpY. He's going to get some significant damage with that orb, enough to let the LG do the rest of the work.
Yeah, I think they kind of orbed into each other and teleported in exactly the same time. And obviously the stack differentials massively favored clawz just then. He cleans up the frag. I mean, GaRpY just trying to take a calculated risk, feeling that that would be one of the main ways to get him out of control. Obviously, though, it's not 100%.
So far, the more calculating GaRpY does, the better things are off for him. I mean, he's really been trying to take clawz to task with some of just the raw aim fights like this one. And it's not quite working out for him.
Yeah, not good at all.
Kind of, you know, get some of these spam rockets off, do some nail gun from across teleporter. Those would do him so much good. But now clawz has the opportunity to get up close and personal once again.
Really comfortable for clawz previously, but GaRpY looking to get a piece of the action too. He's got dual wield LG, but it's a very awkward angle up by this little fence. Mega health taken by GaRpY. He might look to check out the scenic route over towards the upper light armor and then head over towards the heavy. That's going to be the hot spot right now.
It's going to be a clash, but look at all these sevens popping out of GaRpY already. clawz doing so much LG damage, but these rockets from GaRpY are enough to weaken him out. clawz is actually running away from a fight.
I think GaRpY's not going for the heavy at the moment. He's looking to get the kill. This is incredibly smart from GaRpY. He manages to lock it down. The heavy's still not been taken, and he's not going over there, maybe expecting that the Ranger could spawn in that direction.
Oh, this is dangerous. He could lose on both.
Whoa.
Oh, what a great
Whoa.
round. He gets the read, he spots the orb, and manages to take the double LG frag with, what was that, like 12 health?
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. I can't believe that GaRpY left up the heavy the whole time, and then clawz went right back into the mega room. Surely he would have known that the heavy was still up, but maybe on this death cam didn't get a chance to spot it out.
So clawz going a little bit quiet here for once. Looking for the creep around into the red room, just as GaRpY is creeping back into LG. And there's the drop and grab of the mega. GaRpY's gonna be able to get away with that completely for free, but now clawz is trying to cut him off at the armor. Look at this rocket jump. GaRpY going aggressive so far. That really hasn't been the name of the game for GaRpY, but so far, clawz didn't really get much damage out of that.
No, not much at all. And GaRpY's now got the dual wield back up, so he's definitely a threat. He's pulled it out right now, but he can't push through the choke point. clawz's rockets are on point, and that is going to be 5 seconds now to the mega. GaRpY's got more LG ammunition, however, he doesn't feel comfortable respecting the aim that clawz has. The problem is if he does that too much, he's going to totally push himself off the map in terms of control.
So far, it really does seem like anytime GaRpY wants to avoid clawz, he's got the ability to do so. But now that clawz has a full stack, he's going to have all eyes on GaRpY. This is going to be a tough corner to get out of, but clawz actually falls all the way down, not landing on the platform, allows GaRpY an escape.
Still running down towards a sort of tri-bolt spot. Double back. Has that light spawned, it's still not there. Oh, there we go, just spawned now. But clawz is perpetuating control a little more.
Oh, that drop was so dangerous, but clawz actually RJ'd out of a fight that he actually could have taken. clawz is going to be back here on the heavy armor, and as long as he's cycling items like this, he's giving GaRpY a lot of room to get out of it, but GaRpY is pushing in the rockets, it's so risky.
What?
The LG, and clawz pulls it together with 13 health, and GaRpY is now one frag away from being knocked out, eliminated from the showdown duel.
Absolutely, clawz, he took down the duel last year. He's still in the game right now, but he's under threat. Control is not his. He's got a dire orb that he's going to have to look out for, and also a ton of lightning gun and rockets. He looks to be playing this one a little slower, so kind of worked himself off the map. He wasn't able to block that control from GaRpY. At this stage, a rational human would put GaRpY in as having an edge, but this is going versus clawz. He's just hit an enormous rocket over there through the hallway.
I mean, far be it from me to coach GaRpY on anything, but entering in on that last fight, it was chancy for sure. And now that clawz has got a little bit of initial damage on GaRpY, even after the mega pickup, playing from behind the statue is not going to be easy for GaRpY.
That machine gun damage too is so hard right now for GaRpY to compete. He's got about 50 health left. He might look to dive out, but he's not going to be able to. clawz, he survives. He goes 3-1. The Brit will not be able to take it home. He's out, and the reigning champion is still in the tournament.
That is going to slot him into the grand final for the 1v1 showdown. Wow. That was some significant corrupted keep play. And again, just like Dehang and Blood Run, calling this map for clawz is maybe a little bit of a risk. A little bit. Understatement.
What can you say about clawz? I mean, just the highlights, man. His lightning gun, the control the way he took out GaRpY. Solid player, but man, he's on fire right now in Duel today. This could be his day, maybe.
He actually went a little bit passive in that game too. He kind of slowed down his game a little more, gave respect to GaRpY when he was getting some of the items. I mean, it feels like we shouldn't have to say it about clawz, but
are we calling out the one time he doesn't go plus forward?
Yes, I'm doing exactly that, because it's great to see developments in the game plan, and he's looking to take down another title.
I really hope that's something we see more from him. I was talking to him at night about how changing pace is really important. If you look at, even to kind of tie that into traditional sports, being the fastest on the field isn't necessarily the most important thing. Being able to change speeds, however, is, and you can catch people really off guard.
It was an inexplicable match, but we're going to see if clawz can explain himself with Ketchup on the stage.
Thank you very much, guys. As you heard, I'm on the stage with clawz. Very exciting stuff going up into the grand finals. Now, you are currently the QuakeCon World Champion for Duel. First things first, how does it feel to be back playing 1v1 when 2v2 has been the biggest game mode this year?
Excuse me, about 2v2?
How does it feel to be back playing 1v1 as the World Champion of QuakeCon?
I'm pretty excited to win back-to-back this tournament. I didn't think about this before QuakeCon, but when I came here each day, I'm thinking that it's gonna be pretty nice to win. So
I feel like it's definitely possible at this stage. You know, grand finals is going to be good for you, and it's something that a lot of people have expected to see. Up next, it's going to be either GaRpY or DeHang. Out of these two players, which player would you rather meet in the grand finals and why?
For me, it actually doesn't matter, but maybe it's gonna be more fun to play DeHang since I never played him.
And in some ways, is it a way to kind of get some unofficial revenge because of yesterday in the 2v2?
It's not about even revenge, but also I would prefer to play GaRpY since he's pretty aggressive player, so that means that the game gonna be pretty fast also. So we're both gonna have a rest. But
Yeah, by all means, by all means, by all means. So huge congratulations, we'll be seeing you in the grand finals. And we have not long of this tournament left to go. It's gonna be either GaRpY or DeHang. Back to the desk.